Attention Road Show fans, we are back with another video. We're going to be talking about House of the Dragon, Season 1, Episode 7. I just watched it a few hours ago. I'm really enjoying this show. I am. Now, it actually does come on Sunday nights. However, NFL is on Sunday nights, so I actually watched the episodes the following day. Today, I watched it roughly at around 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Now, I watched the show in my living room. I have a 75-inch TV in the living room, and I want the best possible sound, the best possible picture, so that is why I actually go in there to watch it. However, I have noticed something watching this show, and apparently, guys, I'm not the only one actually complaining about this. Folks, the scenes are pretty dark. It's pretty dark on some scenes, and these will go for long stretches like 5 minutes or so, and it's very discomforting. I just found out today, folks, that I'm not the only one that actually feels this way. Check this out. On Variety, House of the Dragon viewers outrage over scenes too dark to see. HBO defends them as intentional creative decision. So this is actually done on purpose. Now, when I do watch the show, I intentionally turn off my lights. I do. However, I still watch in the daytime, and there is a window to the left of my couch. And even if I try to glare that out, the scenes are very dark. Now, all of the other scenes, when they're in the castles or whatever, daytime, is fine. When they do these night scenes, it is pitch black. Now, I get that they actually, want to try to make everything as authentic as possible, with, I guess, very little artificial lighting. But come on. It was very disconcerting today. I mean, there was a scene with a dragonfly. You couldn't see anything. There was a scene with, as you can see here, Rhaenyra and Daemon walking on the beach and some other stuff too. Pitch black. But let's read this. Game of Thrones fans might have experienced deja vu while watching the 7th episode of HBO's prequel series, House of the Dragon, which resulted in outrage from many fans over several scenes being too dark to see. Thrones ignited similar backlash during its final season, especially for the dimly lit battle episode, The Long Night. Yeah, I remember that. The Long Night, it was just pitch black, but however, the final season of Game of Thrones was such trash, it wasn't even worth watching anyway. This show is actually pretty good. Both that episode and episode 7 of House of the Dragon were directed by Emmy winner Miguel Sapochnik. As many fans took to Twitter to express their frustration over House of the Dragon being too dark to see, one of HBO's social media accounts went public defending the dark moments in the episode as, quote, an intentional creative decision. This is on purpose. Quote, we appreciate you reaching out about a night scene in House of the Dragon episode 7 appearing darker on your screen. The HBO Max help account replied to one fan who wrote the network needs to, quote, to issue a written apology for literally a whole episode of black screen. Yeah, that was, I would say, during that stretch of Rhaenyra and Daemon on the beach, and the second youngest of the children between King Viserys and Alicent, it had to be a good just about 10 straight minutes of the screen just being dark. I mean, you just couldn't make out hardly anything. Quote, the dim lighting of the scene was an intentional creative decision, the HBO account said. Many fans claimed the episode was unwatchable because the screen was simply too dark. The Ringer writer and podcaster Joanna Robinson tried to warn fans ahead of the episode's airing to update their TV settings to make the screen a bit brighter, adding, watch it with all the drapes closed. That's pretty hard for me, watching this during the daytime. I mean, I guess I can actually go into my bedroom, but I do have a window in there still. It's going to be really tough, man, for me to actually try to watch this I mean, I guess I can go in my closet and watch it on a laptop. I don't want to do that. I don't. Spatchnik is no stranger to this kind of backlash, given the outrage he faced over the dark scenes in The Lone Knight. He spoke to IndieWire at the time and defended the creative choice, saying the darkly lit cinematography was what the show's atmosphere needed. Quote, "It made sense that this was the last hope humanity has, the last beacon of light, and from the perspective of where we need the story to go, which was to reach a surreal, chaotic climax, we needed an environment that was friendly to that," Spatchnik said. So all the reasons we are doing it were there, and nobody sat there and wondered if it was going to be too dark. Now, I'm pretty sure that they actually watch these clips, the scenes, while they're doing the editing. They had to know that they were going to get backlash on this. I mean, look at it this way, guys. Look at James Cameron's movie Titanic. When the Titanic was actually sinking, the viewer could actually still see what was going on while it was sinking. Now, in reality, when you're out at sea, because I was in the Navy, when you're out at sea, it is pitch black. And when the lights actually went out on the Titanic, you could probably see a silhouette. That was it. I mean, it is pitch black out at sea, but James Cameron didn't go out there and say, hey, you know what? I want to make this as authentic as possible. I don't want the fans to see anything on screen. He didn't do that. I believe HBO really messed up on this one because it was a really, really good episode. But man, it was just so hard to really see. And that's very, very frustrating. Also, I believe it was a few episodes ago, like 3 episodes ago, when they're in the pleasure house, also walking in the streets, it was pitch black as well. I mean, this is very, very annoying right here. And HBO is saying, hey, it's intentional. Nothing we're going to do about it. They need to stop this. They really, really do. This show is pretty good, man. I really do like the show, but the scenes being too dark, it is very, very annoying. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Matrixx and Rhodes Show fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.